Now let us take up this example here. You can see here we are having a rational number. Sir, what to do? I told you many times and will keep on telling you, don't be scared and ask what to do. It's very simple. If rational number is there, find the LCM, that's all. So here what I'll do is I'll take the LCM and it will become 8. So this becomes 1 into 8 and this becomes 1 into 8 and this becomes 8 into 1. So what I get here is 16x square minus 8x plus 1 is equal to 0. If I cross multiply, then it becomes 16x square minus 8x plus 1 equal to 0. Children, now it is in the quadratic form, ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. How to solve it? I have told you already. Multiply the first and the last term. What I'll get here is 16x square. So I'll write here 16x square. I'll write here plus 1. Now I have to search for the factors of 16 such that on adding or subtracting I should get 8 and on multiplying I should get 16. So the factors of 16 are 16 ones are 16, 16 plus 1 is 17 and 16 minus 1 is 15. It is of no use. The next factor of 16 is 2, 2 8s are 16, but 8 plus 2 is 10, 8 minus 2 is 6, again it's of no use. Then next factor of 16 is 4, 4 4s are 16, 4 plus 4 is 8 and 4 minus 4 is 0. I can add 4 plus 4. So factors of 16 is 4x and 4x. Now in order to add 4 and 4, one method is both plus, but if you add both positive, then you will get plus 8x, which is not required. Then what to do, sir? Go for both negatives. If I take both negatives, then minus of minus is plus, 4 into 4 is 16 and x into x is x square. So that means what I'll have to do is I'll have to write the factors of 16 as 4x multiplied by 4x. In that case what will happen is I'll write this as minus and this as minus. Again if I take the common factors, then what I'll get is 4x is common here. So in the bracket 4x minus 1, 4 4s are 16 and 4x I have taken common here, minus 1 if I take common, then what I'll get is 4x minus 1. Again if I take common here, then what I'll get 4x minus 1 equal to 0, or this I have taken common, what remains is 4x minus 1. So this 4x minus 1 equal to 0. Product of two brackets are 0, that means first bracket is 0 or second bracket is 0. That means what? 4x minus 1 equal to 0 or 4x minus 1 equal to 0. So that means 4x is equal to 1 and here also 4x equal to 1. So x equal to 1 by 4. Again here also you will get x is equal to 1 by 4. Now you may say, sir, we are getting the same answer, same roots. I will come to that point in the next topic, that is nature of roots. But right now the answers are same. Both x's are having the same values. Now let me come to the last question here. Again if you multiply the first and the last term, just you see the product of the first and the last term is 100x square. This I will write it as 100x square. I will write the last term here as plus 1 equal to 0. And now I am in search of the factors of 100, which on adding or subtraction I will get 20 out of it. Now let us see all the factors of 100. I will start with 1. 100 into 1 is 100. 100 plus 1 is 101. It is of no use. Then 250 is 100. It is of no use because 50 plus 2 is 52. 50 minus 2 is 48. Then 4. 25 4 is 100. 25 plus 4 is 29, 25 minus 4 is 21. It's of no use. But you see, if I multiply 10 and 10, suppose if I take 10 tenza, if I take 10 tenza, then 10 tenza is 100 and 10 plus 10 is how much? 20. I have to add both these 10 and I have to get minus sign. And the best way to do is what? Take both negatives. Take both negatives. So what I'll do here? Minus 10x and again minus 10x. So whatever here common factors are there, please take the common factors here. So the common factor here is 10x is common. So if I take 10x here, then x minus 1. If I take 10x common, then 10 tens are 100. 10 tens are 100. So what remains is 10x minus 1. Here nothing is common means minus 1 is common. So what I get here is 10x minus 1 equal to 0. Again 10x minus 1 is common. 10x minus 1 is common. So what remains is 10x minus 1. So product of two brackets are 0. That means 10x minus 1 is equal to 0 or 10x minus 1 is equal to 0. So this I will get it as 10x equal to 1 or 10x equal to 1. So in that case I will get x is equal to 1 by 10 or here also x is equal to 1 by 10. So you may ask, sir, what is this? The roots are again same. So what? It is same because of a particular reason which I am going to reveal as soon as I come with the next topic, that is nature of roots. Now let me come to the next one. The altitude of a right angle triangle is 7 centimeter less than its base. So this is the key word. I always keep on telling here, altitude of what? Right angle triangle is what? 7 centimeter less than its base. Okay, fine. Then what about hypotenuse? It is 13 centimeter. So find the other two sides. The question is, the altitude of a right angle triangle is 7 centimeter less than twice its base. If the hypotenuse is 13 centimeter, find the other two sides. This is the question given to us. Now let us, you all know how to draw a right angle triangle. Right angle triangle is like this. Let us draw a right angle triangle. Say this is A, this is B and this is C. Now what the question reads, the altitude of a right angle triangle is 7 centimeter less than its base. So the altitude is 7 centimeter less than base. See what I will say is, say this is altitude. Altitude is equal to 7 centimeter less than its base. That means base minus 7. Suppose if I say that this is the base x, then this is x minus 7 and this hypotenuse is 13. So the altitude is 7 centimeter less than the base. Hypotenuse is already 13 and you have to find the other two side. So you have to find x and you have to find x minus 7. It's simple, children. Let us say, let the base be x. Let the base be x. In that case, the altitude will be base minus 7. So the base is how much? The base is x. So this is x minus 7. Now let me apply Pythagoras theorem. So in right angle triangle A, B, C, what I can say is AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. So that means what? 13 square is equal to x minus 7 whole square plus x square. So this becomes 169 is equal to first term square minus 2 into first term second term plus second term square plus x square. So what is the first term here? Put the first term x, again here x, 7 and 7. So what I get is 169 is equal to x squared minus 14x plus 49 plus 1x square. So children, if you simplify this, what I am going to get is this x square plus x square, we will get 2x square, 1x square plus 1x square is 2x square minus 14x, and this 169, if I transpose it, 0 will remain here, and out of this 49 I have to subtract 169. If I do so, 9 minus 9 is 0 and 16 minus 4 is 12. So that means what? How much I'll get here? Minus 120 is equal to 0. You can clearly see that 2 is a common factor here. So if that is the case, then 2 into bracket x squared minus 7x minus 60 is equal to 0. Again, if I shift or transpose this towards the right side, what am I going to get? I am going to get x squared minus 7x minus 60 equal to 0. So if you multiply the first and the last term, you are going to get 60, and this 60 you have to find factors such that on adding and subtracting you should get 7, and the factors are very simple children. 12 5 is 60. So x squared minus 12x plus 5x minus 60 equal to 0. So if I further simplify, then x into bracket x minus 12 and again 5 into bracket x minus 12. So if I simplify it further, then I will get x plus 5 is equal to 0 or x is equal to x minus 12 equal to 0. So x is equal to minus 5 and x is equal to plus 12. Now children, nobody in the question has asked you what is the value of x. We have found the value of x for our convenience. So we have to report back that the base is 12, base is 12 centimeter, and the altitude will be 12 minus 7, and that is equal to 5 centimeter. And dear children, we have to discard here because x represents the side, and side of a right angle triangle cannot be negative, hence we are discarding it.